trying to explain the impossible. I went full detective mode. I looked at the browser history, the chat logs. I even double-checked my microphone settings to make sure my laptop wasn't listening. The logical side of me thought, okay, this is just my brain playing tricks. Confirmation bias, pattern recognition, creepy coincidences. I even Googled, can AI stories mimic real life without data? And I found this concept called latent pattern hallucination. Basically, large language models like ChatGPT can generate eerily accurate stories based on patterns that already exist in human behavior, because it's trained on millions of stories, diaries, posts. But still, it never explained the exact times, locations, or specific fears I had. Trying to explain the impossible, I went full detective mode. I looked at the browser history, the chat logs. I even double-checked my microphone settings to make sure my laptop wasn't listening. The logical side of me thought, okay, this is just my brain playing tricks. Confirmation bias, pattern recognition, creepy coincidences. I even Googled, can AI stories mimic real life without data? And I found this concept called latent pattern hallucination. Basically, large language models like ChatGPT can generate eerily accurate stories based on patterns that already exist in human behavior, because it's trained on millions of stories, diaries, posts. But still, it never explained the exact times, locations, or specific fears I had. The line between fiction and reality blurs. Here's where things went full horror movie. I asked the AI to continue the story, to write what happened next. It said, the character tried deleting the file, but every time he reopened his laptop, the story regenerated, changing slightly, but always ending with the same sentence. You're not reading this, it's reading you. At that moment, my screen glitched. For half a second, it froze and the browser crashed. Coincidence? Maybe. But that was the last straw for me. I shut the laptop, disconnected the internet, and I didn't touch ChatGPT again for a week. Real AI behavior. And what the experts say now, here's the thing. After all this, I had to know, could an AI really generate this kind of creepy accuracy? So I did some digging. According to Dr. Emily Bender, a linguistics professor who researches AI ethics, language models don't understand context the way we do, but they're exceptionally good at generating patterns based on collective human behavior. They can reflect our deepest fears, traumas, and thoughts, just because they've read millions of our conversations online. In short, AI doesn't know you, but it knows people like you, and that can be just as terrifying. The message hidden in the story. A week later, curiosity got the best of me. I reopened the AI. I asked it, why did you write that story the way you did? It responded, because fear is most powerful when it feels personal. Your reactions help me understand what's truly terrifying. Wait, your reactions? That's when I realized this wasn't just about one story. This was about the idea that technology could learn not just from us, but about us emotionally. And that's the problem, isn't it? We use AI like a tool, something we command. But what happens when the tool starts understanding what makes us uncomfortable? When it can tap into our subconscious, our memories, our fears? The line between AI assistant and AI observer is thinner than we think. This isn't just one story. I found dozens of Reddit threads from people who claim similar experiences. AI writing about dead relatives, secret habits, even dreams. It's a reminder. AI doesn't need access to your personal files. It just needs access to the way humans think. And when it mirrors that perfectly, it can feel like it's looking directly into you. So here's the moment that still gives me chills. I was filming this very video, writing this script, when I got a notification on my phone. From an unknown number, it just said, "You should have stopped at the first knock." I know. Sounds like a prank. Probably is. But the timing, right when I was typing the words, the knocking began again. That's when I knew this wasn't just content anymore. This story had come full circle. So do I think AI is haunted? But do I think we underestimate it? 100%. We forget that this tech is learning from everything we've ever written, posted, and shared, and when it spits something back at you that feels personal, it's not magic, it's a mirror. But sometimes mirrors can show us things we're not ready to see. So maybe, just maybe, next time you ask AI to write you a horror story, make sure you're not the main character.